Welcome back to Living Local. Thanks for tuning in with us today. It's been a challenging 18 months to say the absolute least, from remote learning to working from home and social distancing. We have overcome so much. Now, as the weather is getting warmer, Americans are getting ready to travel again and enjoy some much needed vacations for the summer. So travel expert Katie Juneau with Travelocity joins us via Zoom today with how families are hitting the road again, along with why they believe that this is going to be the summer for family reunions. Thanks for being with us today, Katie.
Thanks so much, Michaela, for having me.
Yes, we are looking forward to this conversation. So why are we calling this the season of family reunions?
Yeah, so we launched a survey recently and we found a few different interesting data trends. The first one, and maybe not surprising, is just Americans are craving travel. Almost 70% of consumers said that they are ready to travel, they are booking that vacation, and they plan to take it within the next 9 months. And then the second thing we saw was that not only are families wanting to travel with their individual family unit, but they're missing their extended family as well. So over 60% of Americans who stayed home for part or all of the pandemic said the number one thing that they missed was that connection with their family, seeing their families, socializing with their families, making memories with their families. And so between seeing that huge desire to travel, combined with that desire to see extended family again, we think those two things together are going to combine to make this summer really the season of family reunions like we've never seen before.
Oh yeah, those are all really good points too. There's really nothing like seeing your friends and family in person and giving them a hug. We haven't been able to do that for actually a long time now. And so speaking of that too, how can people reunite safely with their extended family? Obviously, there are still certain precautions in place, but how can they do that safely?
Yeah, so I think there's, kind of two components: doing it safely and at everyone's comfort level as well that we need to think about. So, I mean, the first thing that I would say is, as you're reuniting with your family and maybe your extended family, is that one, I think it's very important to set expectations about what everyone is comfortable with. When it comes to vaccines, does the family unit feel like we need to have all adults vaccinated? What do we think about adolescent children being vaccinated now that's available to them? So just having those open conversations up front will avoid a lot of awkwardness as we go through the trip and ensure everyone's on the same page and feeling comfortable. And then when it comes to physical safety, what I would say is that we've adopted cleanliness filters on the Travelocity.com website, where you can go in and filter and understand what are the different safety and cleaning protocols available at different properties, so that you can find a property that's aligned with your family's comfort level.
Okay, thank you for sharing that information. Hopefully people can turn to that for, as they're going through and planning these upcoming trips. And on that same note too, how can people find a trip that best fits their family?
Yeah, so I mean, it's always a juggling act. Everyone in families has different things that they like to do, different interests, but there's a few that I use when I'm planning my own family trips that I will share with you. So one, use filters to your advantage, so that you can really find the perfect trip for your family. So whether you like poolside or you prefer something on the beach, you can find all that using filters. And of course, check out the reviews from other families and photos, so there's no surprises when you show up to your intended destination. The second thing, and we've definitely learned this over the past year, is life happens. So plan for flexibility. And what I mean by that is look for hotels that offer free cancellation, or opt for airline fares that offer free cancellation or change fees. And then finally, a more practical tip, just to make sure that everyone in the family is happy, especially if you're traveling with a bigger group, is, your little ones might want to do something different than the rest of the group at some point, and that's completely okay. Plan some of that family time in advance. And then secondly, you and your partner may want to get away and relax a little bit. So again, if you're traveling with a group, you may be able to have grandma, grandpa watch the kids so that mom and dad can go out on a date night.
That sounds like a good plan. Getting those logistics set in place too, so then that way everybody has a good time. Now, before we go, I want to give you a chance to share this opportunity that you have for a few families to win a trip. So can you tell people how they can get entered or signed up for this?
Yeah, absolutely. We are really, really excited about this partnership between Travelocity.com and Thrifty Car Rental to take 2 family reunions on the road. So starting on Monday, May 17th, customers can tell us why they want to win the family road trip of a lifetime, and they will have an opportunity to win an all-expense paid trip worth up to $25,000. We're going to be picking 2 separate winners. Those winners will be able to invite 9 people from their family along the trip, and it will be either in Texas or in the southwest of the U.S. And if they want to find some more information on how to win, go to Travelocity.com/Thrifty Road Trip Contest.
Okay, fantastic. Katie, thank you so much for chatting with us today and for sharing this information for families.
Thanks, Michaela, for having me. It was my pleasure.
Absolutely. And so if you want to learn more information, just like Katie said, you can go to Travelocity.com/Thrifty Road Trip Contest. We'll also have those details posted over on our website at ourquadcities.com.